about starting a podcast. Man, every time I get on here on live, I have some new bullshit that I'm thinking about. It's crazy. Hello. How we doing? Man, my legs are so sore. I worked out yesterday. And I had told myself that I was gonna eat after I... Wait, what is this posture? Come on, hold on. My posture is so bad right now. I told myself that I was gonna eat after my workout. And then as I was like teaching my class, I like almost passed out. It was so bad. What's up, Eric? Hello. Hello. So I'm thinking about starting a podcast since I talk so much. But I feel like in like Instagram Live is like the same thing, except I get to like talk to, like converse while I talk about nothing, you know? Also, I ran out of contacts, and that's why I have to wear my glasses. I have to get an appointment because they won't like give you new like contacts unless you do an exam, which is so annoying. Hi, Kayla. Look at these beautiful flowers that I got. Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they gorgeous? Look, my dog's gonna start whining because she wants a T-R-E-A-T, but I'm not gonna give her one. It's too early, she just had breakfast. So, I'm like back on Threads. Did you guys watch the video that I posted yesterday? It was really good. Should I just give her a treat? No. No. Come here. You guys, look at this beautiful girl. So if I were to start a podcast, I feel like it would be hard for me to talk about like just one theme. No. I'll give one to her around 11. That's when I usually give her. 1 hour. Okay, Kayla, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. So I have to edit the rest of my video. And that's really all I have to do today. I have the day off from work and I don't have any workouts. You would? Okay, great. Because my sister is going to do her master's in New York. And so I was thinking of like changing her room and like taking it to my... And I was thinking about like doing it like into a yoga studio. But now I'm like, maybe if I do like a podcast room, that would be like so fun. No, please stay. Please. Please. Let's see. So my plans today are to start a new book because I haven't been reading enough. What was it? 2 years ago, I started to really get into reading. And then I got like too excited And I have a Goodreads account, and I put my, I'm gonna give her a treat, she's annoying. And I put my book, how many books I want to read a year as 25. And I didn't read 25, and so it was really disappointing. And so I just kind of stopped reading. Uh-oh. But you know what, guys? I have an idea for what we're gonna do today. I have a great idea, actually. Hold on. This book has been on my TBR for so long, and I told myself that when I was done with school, I would read it. Bro, Sherry's VR. I wasn't born yesterday, bestie. Man, I'm a chronic social media user, just like you are. But it was a good try. I gotta give it to you. All right, so we're reading The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited. What the hell is this emoji? Hi, Dexter. All right, we're gonna start the book. I'm actually I'm understanding the comments, but I'm not falling for your trap, and I'm not saying them out loud. So, what's really nice about this book, wait, do you guys know who Mel Robbins is? She's one of those gurus that are self-help. Yeah. You know, I notice my comment sections is always trolls. So I've learned to communicate. So she's in her 50s now, and she has a daughter that's in her 20s, and they both wrote the book together. And that's why it's really special. It's because it's both perspectives. So no matter how old you are, you're gonna find this book relatable, or not relatable, just insightful, because it wasn't someone older wrote the book. It was someone older and someone younger. Am I supposed to read it out loud? All right, fun fact, guys. I can time you out, and I can hide you from my channel, which means that when you comment stuff, I don't see it ever again. So yeah. All right, I guess we're gonna read it. Have a good one. This is her story. At the age of 41, I found myself $800,000 in debt, unemployed, and watching my husband's restaurant business crumble. It felt like we had failed at life with no hope of ever escaping the debt. To deal with the anxiety and self-doubt, my main strategy became avoidance. Avoid getting up by hitting the snooze button. Avoid the pain with alcohol. Avoid responsibility by blaming my husband. Avoid looking for a job by procrastinating however I could. I enviously watched as my friends found success after success in their careers while we struggled to get groceries on the table. You know what, guys? I've noticed this. Does every person who made it big, either on social media or one of those gurus, is any one of them a Nepo baby? Because why do they all have the same story? Or I guess the other people who have the same story but didn't make it, they don't get to write the book. So that's why we don't hear from them. What a thought. All right, let's keep going. I had just been laid off and had no idea what to do with my life. I'd already tried being a public defender for the Legal Aid Society in New York City, being a lawyer in a large firm in Boston, working for a few startups, doing business development at an advertising agency, becoming a life coach. Oh, wow, she did it all. Does anyone know what a life coach actually is? I feel like no one really does, because it's in between like a therapist and like a mentor. It's just someone you pay money to because what? I mean, how do you actually become a life coach? You know, like it sounds like something I would love to do. I just like there's no degree for it. We are currently reading The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. I'm trying out new things. You know, I'm trying, we're gonna dissect this book together right here on live because my YouTube is flopping, so we're trying different things. Hi, EB. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Yeah, it's supposed to be a really good book. Hi, Tomato Gamer. I'm actually not studying. I'm done with school, but we're just reading this book to give insight. It's called The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. I'm okay. I'm okay. All right, let's keep going. I'll keep checking the comments as I'm reading. I felt completely lost, like nothing I did would ever be enough to dig us out of the hole we were in. If you've ever been in this situation, you understand how monumental even the simplest tasks seem. Getting out of bed, opening your bills, being fully present with your family, cooking a nice meal, applying for a job, going for a walk, canceling that subscription, or even just being honest about the extent to which you're struggling. Yeah, it's a really big book right now. Everyone's reading it. Everything felt impossible. Every morning when I woke up, the anxiety was coursing through my veins, and I thought, is this really what it's going to look like for the rest of my life? Oh, let them. Hi, your girl. We are, you know what? Sorry, guys, 1 second. I'm writing a message to Pin so that when people come into the live, they know what we're doing.